I swear, like that music's never gonna get old. I've always liked that intro. I just like jamming out to it. It gets me kind of pumped up to see my Thursday night people over here, coming in, having a good time, wanting to know about trucking, or maybe just want to talk about different stuff. We got Tennessee Flatbedder up in here.
What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing in the YouTube world today?
So I believe that me and Tennessee Flatbedder, we kind of look forward to the Thursday nights. Like I'm sitting there like all week going, man, what is today? When's Thursday night? And I'm trying to get to that point where like, all right, it's Thursday night. Let's do the live. Let's talk to our people. You kind of feel the same way, Tennessee?
Oh yeah, I always feel this way when it comes to Thursday night.
What
It's
have
always,
you been up to this week, bro?
uh, I just been working with my my new student after finally getting my old student off my truck. Finally passed his test.
Passed your test. And I had a test today. Unfortunately, it didn't go too hot. Nerves got to him. It is what it is. And just this right here, I'm going to say because this is what I've been finding out here recently. Like, nobody's told me this. I haven't talked to nobody, but I kind of see that stuff is starting to pick up with the students coming in. And the reason I say that is because I had a guy that was going to come in later on in the month and he got pushed up and he fell onto a week. I had another guy coming in that I was going to train that contacted me through the YouTube, got my phone number, hit me up, and brought me in, like asked me to train him. So like I was like, dude, I don't know if I can train you. And then come to find out, the other guy's class got moved up. So what they're doing, it seems like, is they're trying to push people, bring people forward on that list, so you're not waiting as long. I think it's a good sign. Now, that's not official. I have not heard that from anybody. I'm just saying what I've been noticing here lately is that people are like, "Hey, my class day got moved up. My class day got moved up." And there was a pretty good sized class this week, wasn't there? More than it's been here in what month, couple months, 3 4 months. Pretty
Yeah, the
big good.
class size on a Wednesday was a lot bigger than it was the last couple of weeks.
So like with like the class sizes kind of reflect the freight out there. So you know how we've been talking about freight's been kind of down and stuff like that. They're not going to bring in a lot of people all at once because they're just trying to keep a baseline out there. If we bring in a whole bunch of people, we will flood ourselves with too many trucks and not be able to move freight. So I believe that's what's going on now is they're seeing a pickup in freight. They're seeing it pick up a little bit. I'm not saying a lot, but it is starting to pick up. So I see them making the class sizes a little bit bigger and trying to get things back rolling again. And Tennessee, I haven't told you about that, but that's what I've been dealing with this week is some guys like, hey, my class got moved up. And then I hit up the next guy, hey, my class got moved up too. And I'm all like, oh,
That's a good sign.
yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what's going on over here. Pegleg says, let's shock some students, yo. We shocking them. Hopefully not Greenwich Taser. Earl, hello everyone. Sean has a pink waving hand. Pegleg, what's the requirements for bringing a family member onto the truck? Tennessee, I know that you used to bring out some family members on your truck. What was the requirements that you had to be on your truck?
So you had to get a passenger pass from your fleet manager. That just letting Prime know who's on your truck, uh, that they're not going to be driving your truck, uh, and then where you're picking them up from and where you're dropping them off at. And then it has to be a minimum of 10 years old uh, and older to be on your truck.
No deposit or anything like that. You didn't have
Yeah,
to
no
get a
deposit.
passenger's endorsement.
No, you don't have to have an endorsement or a deposit to put on it.
Nice. What is this? I have graced you with my presence from Simply Avocado. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on?
It's been a while. What have you been up to?
Uh, Extremely busy, very, very busy. I've been working these students in the yard and also TNT phase out here. Well, what's similar to all over the road experience. I've been pumping students out left and right, and my weeks have been, very long, very, very long.
Okay, so you've been working like a madman. So now you kind of see what we go through when we have to deal with multiple students and the stress that's endured in there.
Yes, yes, yes. Working wise with driving and being off, well, being with my trainee. Last week was about 92 hours, and this week was 85 hours.
Just
So,
solid labor.
yeah, man, it's this one needs a little bit of help. It's just confidence, something that I'm familiar with as well. Tennessee would definitely tell you about that. I lacked the confidence, which hindered all my abilities. But once I got that confidence, man, I excelled.
Oh yeah.
So how is it training with all those different personalities, those different ages, the different sex, all that stuff? Like, has that been a challenge for you?
Yeah, it's been a challenge. I feel like I'm in the wrong field. I need to be a psychiatrist. You know, these different type of personalities, and in my opinion, I don't know about you guys. Maybe you could have some input, but I feel like you got to really get to know your student on a personal level, know what their strengths, their weaknesses are, what they want to work with, what type of personality that they have, and you got to tailor fit that training program to some degree to that specific individual for it to work.
Exactly. And that's what I like to tell a lot of my students also is I tell them I train you to your abilities. So if I feel like your abilities is going to be like, hey, there's a spot, put it in there, and you can do that, that's what we're training to. If you're all like, hey, I don't know nothing about nothing, like we're going to break it down to the basics and teach you the basics. And Tennessee's a great instructor that does the same thing. I see him do it all the time. How does that work, Tennessee? You do straight line back, you kind of start seeing what they're made of. How do you figure out how you're going to train each person?
Just like that. I watch your straight line back, and then I see where your skill level is going to come out of that. If we take a while to get straight line back down, then we'll go a different route. But if you catch it pretty quick, then we'll move on to the next level. Just like my student now, she took a day and a half to do straight line back, and now she's learning offsets the way I normally teach it. Um, and then tomorrow, unfortunately, we're going to be running on a load, but Monday we'll get back at it and continue with the offsets. So,
She looked like she was doing great, in my opinion.
yeah.
Sonny wants to know how long can they be on your truck for a passenger?
So each year you're going to have to renew that passenger pass. So if they're going to be on there longer than a year, so you can go from December or January 1st to December 31st. And then when that comes up, you'll have to renew that passenger pass.
Okay. And TIG Express says the passenger policy is different from company and lease. Company can't have a child under 12. So I thought
that
the
might
age
be the
limit
fact
was
for
like
company.
10. Go ahead,
Um,
Tennessee.
So I was going to say that might be the fact for company. I don't remember 12. I do remember 10, but that might have been a different story too. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I think from the lease side, if they haven't changed it yet, because it's been a while for me, on the lease side, we also have to pay some type of insurance. I think it's like $10 or $15 that comes out of our check for a month. I mean, a week. Sorry.
Oh, really? So you had to
Yes.
pay insurance to have somebody on your truck. Makes sense because they have to be covered.
Yeah. Now, if they had their own insurance and they were able to provide it, it wouldn't come out your check.
And for a spouse, your spouse. Now, this is what I've been told by a couple of people that I've talked to, is when you have a spouse
Mhm.
that's old enough to have a driver's license, they need a copy of the driver's license, and it cannot be a CDL. You cannot have a passenger on your truck that holds a CDL.
Yep. Oh, here's another kicker for it too. Of course, at Prime we're kind of held to a different standard in having our TWIC cards before we even get on the road. So if any of you are deciding to have passengers and you go to ports, like pick up at ports or deliver at ports, like flatbed, sometimes we do go in there. If that passenger does not have a TWIC card, they need to get processed. Even though they're not a driver, they still have to process them as if they were a driver of that vehicle. And that's going to take about 3 or 4 hours. So keep that in mind if you ever pick up a load from a port. I've learned that the hard way.
And so that does depend on the port you go to or the facility that requires a TWIC card. Sometimes they'll let you be the chauffeur of your passenger on your TWIC. I
Okay.
did run into that a couple of times with my my one child, and it took a couple of students that was able to ride on piggyback on my TWIC, but me being their chauffeur.
See, you got blessed. Me, I had 2 students I picked up from the port of Panama City. By the way, complete utter type of show out there. So, yeah.
Sean Stevens says, out here in Pittston should be clear tomorrow. The staff is amazing. Meeting a lot of cool people, studying my butt off. The pre-trip is no joke. And we are happy that you feel the Prime family right there, the hospitality of meeting a lot of great drivers and staff, and that you feel like you're getting treated good. That's the kind of stuff I like to hear, is that people are treated well while they're here. And hey, fingers crossed. We hope you clear tomorrow. We know you're ready to jump out there in the truck, but keep studying that pre-trip in the meantime.
Yes.
Thursday night SmackDown. Let's do this from Slowpoke TNT.
He's done with TNT. He got to change his name to just Slowpoke now. Right,
The
Rob.
TNT. What did the TNT stand for? Ah, man.
TNT.
Tennessee, what did the TNT stand for?
He was out on the road with TNT.
No, it wasn't that. It was
I call it team and train.
no for
Okay.
Slowpoke. He meant something.
It's been a couple of days.
Jeffrey with the flatbed gang.
FBG.
Drive band.
Hey, what's going on, Trailblazer? What's up, fella? Help. Hope all is well. My bad. Help. Trailblazer. Zoe, hit me up, man. Like, I haven't heard from you in a while. Hit me up, man. I would like to hear from you.
Technically, he just
was
did.
in here in the last live.
Yeah, I need to talk to him. River Rich Smokers, West Virginia. I went and in the mail today, I just got 2 bottles of his seasoning. So I'm ready to throw that on some food and cook it and see what this seasoning's about. It smells good. Hopefully it's good. Well, we're going to find out. It has to be good. I mean, it's from West Virginia.
I can't have it on my truck then.
Reefer Mob. Kenny Robertson, what's up, everyone? Schultz says, my recruiter shot me a text today, asked if I could start on the 26th in Springfield. Yes.
Did you get a
there
one?
You go.
Wait. Were you the one to say I do, or were you the one that was standing up saying yes?
Oh, the Daniel Bryant. Yes.
Well,
yes.
I was talking about it. It's okay. When he proposed, I do, yes. No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Daniel Bryant, man. Remember that?
We'll let you have that one. I remember, yes. Yeah, I remember.
That's the one that you were emailing today, right, Tennessee?
Yeah, that's the one that asked that question today. Yes.
Awesome. Gotti B, hey guys. What's up,
Scotty.
Scotty? You know, I haven't seen Scotty in the Discord. Need to get Scotty in the Discord.
I don't. You see, I don't even know everybody's Discord name. That it's bad because I can remember the voice, but when you say their handle, I draw a blank. Like, huh? Like I didn't know who Slowpoke was. I'm like, who's Slowpoke? And you tell me you know exactly who it is. No, I don't.
Breaker,
And when I,
breaker.
yeah,
Breaker. That's
yeah.
Slowpoke. Breaker. You need to get in there more. You've been MIA, man. I'm calling you
Oh,
out. What you
yeah,
been
man.
up to that you've been MIA over there?
I got a student with me that requires a lot of attention and a lot of work. He's been taking a lot out of me. The last 8 days between, I hate to say it the way I'm going to, but it's kind of between babysitting and having to get my hot loads there on time. I put in 125 hours in 8 days. So I've been busy, and then the week before that, he killed me the same way. So
Sounds like some fun. But you know what? Whenever you get that student done and they're on their own truck and you have prepared them, like it's gonna feel great. And I'll tell you what, some of the hardest students I have ever trained have ended up being like some of my favorite. I will never forget them. And like when they come back and see me or they call me, like it's great hearing from them.
You know what? You're absolutely right, and I agree with that because the hardest student I had before him, um, I'm not trying to put the man's business out there, but he didn't grow up educationally wise like everybody else. He had to sacrifice that for his family. Older gentleman, and I took the time out to teach him a couple of things, how to understand, words here and there. And no, they wanted to fire him twice. They wanted to terminate him twice, and I saved his job. I said, give me this amount of time with him. I can do it. And I come in today and I look at our board of who our top drivers are, and I see his name as top regional driver, and he only did it in 2 months, solo. So
Feels
I'm proud
good,
of him.
doesn't it? Feels good.
Definitely proud.
Let's see. Scotty B has been a member of the channel for 5 months. He also says, I lucked out. My company paid for my TWIC card. So Scotty B had his company pay for his blah, blah, his TWIC card. So like that's nice. Get a free TWIC card on the company, man.
It's
That'll
beneficial.
save. What are they like 100 and it's been a while since I got one. I want to say it was like 175.
It was 62 one payment and 63 the other payment, so like 130.
130. Okay,
Yeah,
so
something
that's
like
not
that.
that bad.
And it's gone down
But
a little
if you
bit.
come,
I think, well, Sunny's in here. She recently got hers. Are you still in here, Sunny? Why don't you go ahead and answer that question?
while we're waiting on that, Earl's finishing up my 34 in Dalton, Georgia at Rosedale Terminal.
Rosedale.
Hey, Earl, I'm pretty sure you know of him, but Trucking Life with Sean. Oh, look, Trucking Life with Sean's in here. But hey, Trucking Life with Sean is over there at Rosedale, and great channel. Like y'all check him out. Like I'm a big supporter. He's over there having fun, going to the beach and stuff, hanging out with his wife on his truck. Bro, she ain't gonna want to get off your truck. She's not gonna want to get off the truck if you're taking her to the beach and y'all are out there having fun. That's not the true trucking experience.
So Sonny
I'm happy.
Answered.
What you say, Tennessee? Who said something?
Sonny just answered.
What did Sonny say?
She said 120 something.
So it did drop.
So 120 something. That's not bad.
No.
What's
and it's
going
good
on,
for 7
Scotty?
years.
Trucking and so it's Slowpoke Trucking and Transportation. That's his LLC. It's not TNT student.
Well, trucking and transportation is the same thing. Right or wrong?
No. So so what he did is he made his LLC Slowpoke TNT.
Right.
And the TNT part stands for trucking and transportation.
Right.
T-
Now, I'm arguing the point that if you're trucking, you're transporting. It's the same thing.
well, you can also unhook a trailer and you can drive around the truck, and that's not the same thing.
But then it'd be BNT because then it'd be bobtailing and transportate. Well, then he can't transport.
I'm gonna put you backstage, bro. You come up here and you're acting a fool in here, man. With your logic.
Well, I know. Well, I bet you when we get in Discord, he's not gonna let me hear the end of that.
Don't worry, Sam. It don't want to be on your truck. Don't want to.
The seasoning from West Virginia.
All the seasoning.
Look, trust me, River Richmond, I would love to have it. I really would. But you know my situation, like everybody else does with West Virginia, we just don't get along.
Yeah, your truck blows up every time you're there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 46. 46.
No, that's the top.
We're already at 6 likes. Wow.
Oh.
Simple
19.
Plant Trucking. Good evening from Gillette, Wyoming. So he must have went and picked up his wife, and they're running team because it was just like the other day we were talking, and he was on his way home.
Wyoming
you give Miss
is
Brooks more time off. Give Miss Brooks more time off. Let her relax some more. Kick her feet up a little longer.
Let me ask you something, Captain, now that you're here, and you're saying that you're in Gillette, Wyoming. Would that be one of your favorite states to drive in? If so, why? I just got a question, because for me, I kind of like Wyoming.
I hate Wyoming. I do. The wind's blowing. The wind is blowing strong, and it never fails. Every time I go through Wyoming, I'm light, and it's just pushing the truck around. Like I've had some of the scariest times trucking was in Wyoming, whenever it was icy and snowy and the wind was blowing. And, you know, it was, to me, one of the times I actually pulled over and told my fleet manager it was not safe to drive was Wyoming. I said, look, I'm going to take my 10-hour break right now because it feels like in Wyoming, if you leave out at like 1 or 2 in the morning, it's not as windy. And I was actually empty, and they were having like 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm just going to wait till morning or till the AM to take off. I'm going to take a 10-hour break. And my fleet manager goes, well, you have enough time to make the load, so do what you need to do. I was like, cool.
And if you guys
ever you like it?
He's never been up there. Have you been to Wyoming?
Oh, yeah. I've been across Wyoming many, many times. But I'm also flatbedder, so we're not affected as severely as you guys are with that solid box all the time.
We don't want to hear your skateboarding talk. Nah, come on.
Peg like says, Sam Avocado, you're working too hard.
Yeah, no, it's not working too hard, sir. It's put it in the dedication. I got to give them that amount of time.
Scotty B says, I go on Discord. Somebody might be irritated by the Massachusetts accent again. We don't have a problem with it. You just got to talk slower because I'm from Texas. We talk slow. You start talking too fast, I can't understand you.
Scotty, you're good. I just came from Boston, so I think I can keep up.
We got this guy RJM, and RJM, he talks really fast. I'm always have to tell him, time out, slow down. I don't know what you're saying, like all the time. Poor guy. He probably feels like Twisted's always picking on me because he's always telling me to slow down.
You gotta talk as fast as your truck can ride. Stay in the granny lane. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
All right, I'm done.
Scotty, I delivered tomorrow. Wilmington. Scotty says he's heading to Uncasville, Connecticut in the morning, then South Windsor, Connecticut.
Are you going the 95 route, cutting over to George Washington to get in, or are you going to go over through White Plains?
Pegleg says, "Twisted, you are getting me drunk already." So the little joke tonight is on the Discord. Pegleg, he's not driving. If y'all seen the videos, y'all know who Pegleg is, or he's part of the Discord. I told him, so he got him a good bottle of some Crown Royal tonight, and he was like, "I'm gonna chill out and drink this." And I told him, I said, "You know what? Every time Tennessee flatbedders squirrels, you gotta take a shot." So what we talking about, Tennessee?
Oh, I'm paying attention now, so I don't get my brother all messed up.
No, look. Honestly speaking, peg leg all messed up is gonna be great on Discord. The stories, whoa! I don't know if you guys were there the first time, but whoo, the stories. I'll be on there all night.
You know what, Sam? Do you remember one of the first loads you went on in that Peterbilt, and you went up to Chicago, and he stayed up with you all night long on the phone till you got there and till you delivered?
Yes, sir. I remember that. It was on a Thursday. I had picked up my load around 6 p.m. It was a flatbed trailer 200867, and that was on my truck 69010. I remember that day faithfully, man. He stayed up the whole entire night, and he made sure I didn't get hit by any Swifts by the terminal, and he watched watched them park a trailer onto the curb and leave it there. That was a great day. Squirrel, peg leg, come on. Still squirreling. That's two.
He's smiling. What's he doing? What's he doing?
For the chat. So.
Oh, for the chat. He's doing something for the chat, guys. He's not squirreling.
No, he got to prove it. He has to prove it.
So Rich says it was 125. Scotty B says his was 125. I swiped the company's credit card. Earl says him and I are friends. Sean was stranded in Tampa, Florida. What a way to be stranded. Yeah, he was stranded out there, and he was having a great time. Sam, all trying to be logical when I need my next LLC.
I'll help you.
I'll help you. Where were you at the first time?
What? Okay.
A fleet load out to Seattle. Fun in Seattle. Scotty B talking to Simple Plan. Simple Plan says he doesn't mind Wyoming. In this market, cross-country loads are where the money is for teams. And if y'all watched his video, Simple Plan Trucking, he broke it down for everybody. Like he kind of like talked about like what he was going through, how things were. Oh crap. Oh, somebody got it. Thank you, River Rich, for getting that person. But I
got him.
Somebody got him.
It says River Rich got him right here. It says River Rich got him.
He got it the second time.
Oh, excuse me.
Hey, remember you got to go through Tennessee first to get to West Virginia.
Gotcha.
Damn,
what's going on, Nick? I lost my train of thought. Oh, Simple Plan Trucking. He made a video about like solo freight, how it was going, and like team freight. I haven't really heard many people having problems with team freight. Like it's a perfect time to do TNT. Like you're running all the produce season, all that stuff. If you want your miles done quick, this is the time of the year to do that. In Massachusetts, Channel 19. Let me tell you guys, I'm sick and tired of the oil field games thinking about switching over to the flatbed.
Well,
seems like all I do is sit around and wait.
Well, actually, that's the trucking game, man. It's hurry up and wait. And that ain't going to change much. But at least in the flatbed game, man, when you get that load, you're going to be busy. You got to strap it, chain it, tarp it. Make sure, you're nice and secure. Then every 200 miles, your first 200 miles, do your securement check. It's going to keep you busy. But for the initial part, it's still hurry up and wait.
Yeah. And you know the oil field, it has its ups and downs, and that's just like trucking. It has its ups and downs, and it depends who the president is, and it depends how the government's going. Like everything's going to affect trucking, just like the oil field is affected by all that stuff. Like, think about it. If that oil in that ground, right? So
Mhm.
you're talking about the oil field. Like, one thing about that oil field is you got these millionaires and billionaires and all that, these oil tycoons out there in the oil field, and they own that oil that's coming out the ground. They can pump that stuff whenever it's worth a lot of money, or they can shut it down and let it set in the ground until it's worth something, and then they'll start pumping it. So whenever election year comes around, the oil field kind of slows down and kind of dies out for a minute, because they're seeing who's going to become the president. Because the person that's putting restrictions on that oil field, that's going to cost them more money, and they're going to have to pay more to drill that oil, they're like, we ain't drilling oil. I'm not going to pay more to drill it until the next president, where they're all like, you know what, we're going to take those restrictions off, and y'all drill, and we ain't going to charge you a bunch. It's always up and down like that. So you drill it at, like, we'll say $5 a barrel, or you drill it at $20 a barrel. If you don't drill it at $5 a barrel, it's still setting in that ground till it goes up to the $20 or whatever it may be that you want to drill for. I'm just throwing out random numbers. Kind of like that with trucking. We're right along with the economy, up and down.
I think Channel 19, he strikes me as that kind of guy. Once he gets his feet wet in the game and he has to check the oil, he'll take it out. Yep, that was from 2010 in the oil field in Texas. I know that smell.
So we're having
Peg leg, shots, peg leg.
Hey, this person in chat is going to get him trashed.
Huh?
This person keeps coming back somehow. I've removed him, and Rich is removed to see he's back again.
I don't see him on my screen over there. Oh, my screen froze over there. That could be why I don't see him.
No, it didn't freeze. That's how many times he's coming back.
Well, look, I'll just do this right here. Y'all already hid the channel from him and put him in a timeout and everything, so he shouldn't be coming back.
Yeah. Oh, he keeps coming back.
Earl's driving a 2020 P.
Yes, Earl. Peterbilt life. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we got the Pete guy down here tonight. We can't beat Tennessee. How's that Freightliner running?
Our Freightliner running smooth.
Which one? The purple one or the green one?
Purple one.
I know. I'm talking about the one in Discord that you posted where you were kind of leaning.
Hey, that's when I went off the shoulder at the receiver.
Oh yeah, you did kind of go, just a little bit off.
Hey, my truck slid off. I didn't do that on purpose. But I did put in the Discord link in here. I'll put it again. We did have a comment on here asking how does flatbed trucker asked. I'll put it in there one more time. How to get into Discord.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
All right, River Ridge, you have a great night. River Ridge is going to bed. He's out of here. Hey, look, it's our buddy Gene. Gene was one of Tennessee's students and Greenwich's student. Gene says, "What's up, fellas? Gonna be coming in the terminal to get my APU looked at. On my way to Brigham. Y'all gonna be around the yard tomorrow? I am not. I have a load tomorrow,
and I have a load tomorrow."
And I'm on the 34.
You're at another company.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not too far from Birmingham.
Oh, are you not? Brian finally got his account back. I guess he got unblocked or unbanned.
Wait, that's Gene, same Gene, Sparky?
Yeah, Sparky.
Man,
Hey, I
Gene,
watched that today. That was funny as heck.
if you don't go to the APU and just touch it, you still got electricity flowing through your body. I bet you could jump start it. And it was funny, man. I go back and I watch that every so often, man. And I think the part that kills me the most is not Gene's reaction in the background. It's Greenwich just looking stunned, and then the laugh that comes after that. That's what kills me.
Oh yeah, that dude. He was cracking up, and then Gene, he was all like, "That's not funny." Like Gene was going nuts too. I mean, like it was.
Speaking of which, where's Grandpa? He's not. I haven't seen Grandpa in here.
Like I'm banning this person. What
They're
it is
not-
is
They got multiple handles.
multiple accounts. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that. All right, so I got rid of most of it. What's up, Anthony? Never mind. Earl says he loves the ride at the Okay, so you drove the Peterbilt and the Volvo, correct? And the Freightliner. Which one has the smoothest ride?
Ooh.
Well, we know the Freightliner's out of there, so like, let's.
Yeah. That's definitely out of there. That's not even a question. Between the Volvo and the Pete, man. I would. That's too close. But honestly, I can't say that's Tennessee's favorite line. I can't say it on here. By a hair, it's the Peterbilt.
The Peterbilt smoother than the Volvo? Well, what makes the Peterbilt better than the Volvo though? The ride
shocks.
quality.
The shocks on it, man. When I was going through Mississippi and Michigan, I barely felt anything. And those are some horrible roads.
Okay, how about the interior, the luxury, the room? Which one was more roomy? Which one was
Pete?
Peterbilt wins again?
Peterbilt wins that luxury, yes. And the Volvo, it has its space, but the Pete had a lot more cabinets. I just have bigger cabinets, and I really don't like that. Sometimes I like the smaller ones, and then up top I had my my little net, and then up front I still got the pictures of it. I had more cabinet space above my head. I liked it. Now, if you're talking about the Volvo, I think it's the 860, that would beat the Pete.
You know what? I think I remember who Paper Chase Truckers are. Wasn't Paper Chase Truckers my student? Wasn't he my student? The guy that was driving with his wife, and they were gonna start a YouTube channel. Now that's gonna bug me because I remember that now, kind of.
Paper Chase, can you answer the question for Twisted? Because it's gonna bug him.
Yeah, it's gonna bug me. I'm pretty sure. Anthony's starting to get nervous. I'm heading out to Salt Lake City on Sunday. Started orientation on Monday. Anthony, don't be nervous, man. You got this, bro. Just like, and like I will tell you. Yes, yeah, Paper Chase is Chris Pratt. So I was right. But back to what I was saying to Anthony. Anthony, the hardest part of the whole trucking gig, the whole coming to Prime, the whole experience is leaving the house, the work and everything that you've known and that you were comfortable with, and completely being uncomfortable and coming all the way out here and doing this. It is the hardest part.
It is. But over time, you're gonna get like everybody else. it's going to become easier and easier and easier. Just keep an open mind and always be humble. And come with your glass empty and let that trainer fill it up for you. You'll get a lot more out of it. Right, Tipsy?
100%.
I have to focus on this chat now. This guy is coming in and out with different users constantly.
I got it. I'm not tripping about him. I'm not tripping about him. Don't worry about him. I think I got him.
No,
Yeah, I
he
know.
comes back with different. See, he's back again.
Don't even worry about him. He just wants some attention.
Oh yeah. Hell, he's
You over
putting
there
your chat up real quick.
You over there stressing him. Let him put whatever he wants. It's all good. Hey, if I don't get any, if he's not putting comments in here, I'm not getting any comments. All right? No, I'm joking. Dude, I kind of like for a while I was all like, you know what? If I put out a video and I wasn't talking bad about this flatbedder that was idling. I was just saying, man, like you're burning a lot of fuel. Like, how much does that actually cost? I wasn't trying to make like him out to be like, oh, he's wrong, he's burning fuel. But you know what? I got a lot of negative feedback off of that video, and I was all like, you know what? That ended up being one of my most viewed videos. So like if he wants to come in here and be like, boom, blow up my chat, I mean, like he's just helping the channel.
I mean, look, realistically, from a lease guy, you're burning so much fuel. That's your money going down the toilet. Secondly, all three of us in this chat know there's certain states where you can't idle in. So don't develop the habit now, and you won't have to worry about it when you get to those states. That's all you were really concerned about. I know both of you know long enough, and especially Tennessee, your voice is stuck in my head to this very day.
Blinkers.
No, well, yeah, that one. What are you doing? That one. And the other comment, you just got to move it just here. Oh, and, backing the trailer up, you got to think of the spot like a woman, and, et cetera, et cetera. I use that same technique with my students. And they're like, damn, where'd you hear that from? That's how I was trained.
Oh, yeah, I just fixed it, Slowpoke. So Slowpoke said, Twist, did you block Anthony F? Why? Because he's from Salt Lake? No, I just fixed it, Slowpoke. Thanks for letting me know, man.
Yeah, we only block Pittston guys.
No, we don't block Pittston guys either. Scotty B says his ride's like a tank.
Yeah.
Earl says, prior to this, I only driven a Freightliner and a intermodal.
International. I'm sorry.
I meant international. I don't know why I said intermodal. I was thinking of something else. But the intermodal, I was watching the
international.
International. I said it again. Dang it, I'm all thrown off because it says I'm back again. Like this dude right here is funny, but Bannon deleted his comments. But anyway, the international, they said in a safety meeting a couple weeks ago that is the smoothest ride in truck Prime has. And I was all like, it's like, really? I didn't know that. I've never drove one and I've never rode in one. I've been inside of international, but I've never drove one, never rode in one. So
they're quite spacious.
Okay, you guys
I've been inside one. It's quite spacious.
Yeah, you want to know what's the difference between a dumpster and an international is? One of them is a convertible.
It's all
I heard you.
Probably
that guy.
Loving the stream. I saw that comment. Loving the stream.
That's not why I removed it, but that's nice. Thanks for loving the stream.
Oh, we love you too.
Else. That was somebody else that just got banned, but Slowpoke says negative attention is still seeking attention.
Mm-hmm.
John, what's going on, John? How have you been? John says, "What's
Gonzalez.
up, fellas? How's it going?"
Shut
Just
it
shut it
down.
down in Battle Mountain, Nevada, at this ghetto Flying J. Is the Flying J really that bad?
Some of them out there, yeah, they're almost as bad as Petros.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Petro. They just don't got the nicest showers. Like,
I'm sorry. Wait, what did you say about Petro? I didn't hear that.
Petro's not that bad. It just depends where you're at.
Okay, I'm gonna argue that by saying anybody who has to say that bad is justifying how bad it is.
Yeah.
Okay, rate your truck stop showers. Tennessee, what's your favorite to your worst out of the main major?
Loves, Flying J, Pilot, and then Petro and TAs are on the same level.
Loves, Pilot, Flying J, and I don't shower at TAs or Petros.
Dang. I put Pilot above Flying J. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Like, Flying J has more showers, but usually the Pilot showers I think are nicer.
Right.
That's the only difference. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to stop in the TAs and the Petros to take a shower. They're really they have bigger parking lots, but
Yeah,
I'd rather shower at like a Love's, especially right now because Prime has the unlimited.
Oh, the Platinum.
Paper Chase, did I accidentally ban you too whenever I was banning people? I can unban you if I do it right here.
No, I can see his comment.
Yeah, but he's on a different, he's on like your page or something.
Yeah, he's over on mine.
I'm just making sure I didn't accidentally ban him over here.
No, he's not from Salt Lake.
And then Simple Plan is on mine too.
I'm just making sure.
But Flatbed Trucker did ask a question. How does the Discord app work?
All right, Tennessee, go for it.
One untech savvy person here. The best person to ask that would be Avocado right there.
Discord. Okay. How did the Discord ask?
Hold on, Tennessee's gonna answer this. What's it like on Discord, Tennessee?
It's pretty good. We get to answer a lot of questions, get to talk to a lot of people.
Yeah. Honestly, we're like a family in there.
Oh, yeah.
And I've met a lot of new people that I've actually never met in person, but I feel like I've known them for years. Slowpoke being one of them. Backwoods, River Rich, Pistol Ann, Peg Leg. I mean,
Green Witch.
oh, Grandpa, yeah. Well, I met Grandpa in person. I call him Grandpa, but I met him in person. Yeah, I met River Rich in person too, so I don't have to take that off my list. But we're all helping each other out. There's questions from owner ops, lease ops, company drivers, and it's not just Prime or AMX or Wilson. We're all over the place right now. I think we got a JB Hunt in there, if I remember correctly, if he's still with the company. And I think we have Swifty Swift in there. And, we're just looking to expand. It doesn't matter what company you're from. We're here to help you and help each other out. That's the goal. And that's how we operate. There's no such thing as a dumb comment, dumb question. We all have our moments where we either forget or we just don't know. I've asked some really, common, stuff in there, and people are like, "Hey, you didn't know that?" I'm like, honestly, I forgot.
All right. Can y'all hear me still?
Yep.
Yeah.
It just got really quiet.
Could
So
you
this
pop
is
up the screen?
the Truck It Discord right here. And what we have going on is this is kind of whenever you join it, you accept it, you get it to join it, you come here. And then you have all of these are like chat rooms you can get into. Here's the welcome screen. It kind of tells you, hey, what's going on? Welcome to the chat, yada, yada, yada. We have our rules about how we're going to respect people's different stuff like that. Orientations where you kind of new to the chat, to the Discord, and you can leave a comment on like who you are, a little bit about you, stuff like that. There's a page for announcements, and then you have like the Breaker Night team. So that's kind of like where we put what's going on. There's Peg Leg. He's getting his drink on. But, you know, it kind of like, you know, helps people out. And then we have like questions and answers. So right here you can ask a question and then people can answer it. And we have chatter, we have the memes, we even have what you're eating. Yeah. And then we have the chats right here. So we got chats.
Voice.
Uh-oh, I joined the chat.
Voice chat.
How do I leave this?
How do you
Uh-oh.
All right, you see where the little green thing is up top? Go there. The little green bar.
Can they hear Jeff if Jeff talks?
Actually, I am curious now.
I didn't even think about that. Can they?
Did you share your audio?
Hey, look, there we go. No, I didn't. But this is where you can jump in here to talk to somebody straight up, like person to person. So like Jeff can talk to like me since I'm in there right now. And that's an open chat where a whole bunch of people can get in here. So like if you're driving late at night and you have nobody to talk to you, or during the day you just want somebody to talk to or ask them anything, you can jump in here and just ask them the questions. Mm-hmm. We also have like did not mean to do that. But there's also a help over here where it's a smaller group where you can put 4 people in here, and you can, like, say you're having to deal with a whole bunch of people in this chat. You can jump into the help with like maybe 2 or 3 people and just have a kind of one-on-one conversation or a 2-on-1 conversation, and they can help you with some problems that you might be having out there trucking. And you know, we got Peg Leg over there. Peg Leg and Jeff are in there right now, and I'm in there because I accidentally clicked on that, and I'm going to leave it in a second. But
there's the hang up right there.
Yeah, right there. That's the hang up. But it's a nice community of people that will help you out. Sometimes Captain Dave's in there. River Rich has been in there. Tennessee Flatbedder. But it's a great community, and we've made a lot of great friends.
Mm-hmm. And for those of you that don't know, Captain Dave is simply Simple Penalty Trucking.
Oh, yeah. Put it back in here. My bad. So, I mean, like, it's just a great community of help. Like, some people might be like, hey, I got this load. I don't know if it's a good load, or like maybe I'm having problems with my clocks. Like, you got somebody on there that probably can help you that quick. So make sure you join the community. Don't be scared to talk in there. Just jump in there. Tell us a little bit about you. When we see you in there, we're probably just going to be like, hey, who are you? Where do you work? How long you been trucking? Like, we're trying to get you to open up and talk to you and see what's going on, like what your plans are, what your goals in trucking, because we want to help you out. And the ultimate goal in this, I feel like, and I'm hoping that y'all might agree with this. If y'all don't, let me know. But the ultimate goal in this is to build a community of help that's not going to come over here and just put you down like on Facebook, tell you how dumb your question was, or, you know, give you misleading information. It's a community to make you better. Now, when you become better and you learn a lot from the peers that you have in there, then it's your turn to, when the next guy comes in, it's your turn to help him out. Mm-hmm. Make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Agreed. Like, Twisted, just to add on to that, was it Armstrong not too long ago who wasn't sure about a load, and he posted it in Discord, and about 3 of us jumped in there, including yourself in Tennessee, and we're like, no, that's a good load. You know, it pays this much by miles, short hop. It's going to put you in a state, you know, where you could get another good load out. He took it and made some really good money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good enough money that he's sitting on a 34 to 48 hour trip with his family right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. True. Remember, there was an extra time on it, so like he got to run. It ran through the house. Why not take some extra time with the house
Yeah,
at
you
the
got to go
house?
see. You got to go take the 5-year-old to the beach again for the first time. So
Everybody's going to the beach. I need to go to the beach.
It's summertime, bro. Scotty
summertime.
B says, I'm going to company driver,
Mm-hmm.
and my truck only gets 4.5 miles a gallon.
Mm.
Thank God I don't pay for the fuel. I
What
know
kind of
that's right.
what kind of truck, Scotty? I'm curious. For 4.5 gallons.
Look at his picture. He has a long nose Pete. Remember, he's been in the Discord. It's just been a while since we got to talk to him.
Well, people sometimes just put pictures up of trucks that they like. I didn't know that was actually his.
No, he has a long nose. He has like he just runs like local right there, like back and forth in the Northeast right there.
Wait, hold on. Oh, that's the. Never mind. I know who he is now. That's the one that I told him if he ever
Yeah.
left that truck alone, that I'll make love to it. Cause I love long nose Pete.
I'm not seeing the comments.
Yeah, they're in my chat, so they're not seeing everybody else's comments.
Oh, so you took everyone to your chat so they didn't have to see the comments anymore, huh?
They were tired of seeing that Mr. Burger.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be going on anymore over there,
Yeah, I
does
think
it?
we finally got rid of him.
Now I'm trying to figure out if I banned Simple Plan Truck and trying to ban this dude.
No, because you see his comments.
Yeah, you can see his comments. And no, they just can't see the chat.
Yeah, when you on
my side.
exactly. So if like people on Twisted's live can't see Tennessee's and Tennessee's can't see Twisted's. That's the only downfall of it being between the two. You can't see
Other
the
than
chats.
what's popped up on the screen.
What's a Zelo channel?
I have no idea. You're gonna have to elaborate on that one.
Simple Plan, we on Tennessee's live, so we can't see Twisted's comments. Tennessee, you need to stop? You need to quit squirreling. I'm halfway through that bottle. I didn't mean to show that bottle, man. When I popped up Breaker 19 and it was right there, I was like, oh.
And then you had Pistol Land with her drink right there too. Kind of jealous.
Backwoods, what's going on?
Backwoods.
What's happening, Backwoods?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. It has. He's been on the Discord too. It's just he's been a while before. It's been a while since I seen him on there.
Mm-hmm.
John Gonzalez says, I roll a 2022 International LT, and it rolls with a Cummins X15 series motor, and I love it. Lots of room. And I'm weighing 78,640 with a load of beer, and it pulls grade strong. And then he went like this.
John, out of curiosity,
You like the little shake?
Yeah.
You're struggling to hold them weight of them doors, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm curious
about a bet. I'm going to time out you over there. What were you saying, Sam?
I'm curious with John. I'm seeing that he has the Cummins X15. How much does that tractor weigh by itself, if you know by chance? Like the full weight front and back? Because I heard the X15 it's a bigger motor, it's heavier. I just want to see if it's true.
It might be. I wouldn't know either.
Yeah, I'm
kind of curious now too. Hopefully he puts a comment in there. Simple Plan Trucking says, had a great time in Discord last Thursday night. I heard y'all took over about the military stuff. Like you and Jeffy over there were talking about the military stuff, and y'all got to talking about that, and everybody else was all like, "We're gonna be quiet. Just let them talk military for a minute." But they said it was a good time. Yeah, and Paper Chase Trucking says, Captain, it's time for you and Miss Brooke to do a live. Like, hey, I'm agreeing. I want to see you two do a live together, just you two. Like y'all, like I was under the understanding that whenever you guys hit 1,000 subscribers, y'all were gonna do a live. Like y'all were gonna come over here, do a live with me, which y'all did, and then y'all were gonna follow that with a live with y'all guys. I'm ready to see it. Do we need to look at this? Where's it at? What y'all think of them doing a live together?
I think it'd be nice.
Yeah, I would definitely love to see. Especially, here's what I would like to see, because they're team, husband and wife team. But I want to know how the freight is on the team side for them, because they get different type of freight. They go the extra mile. So is the freight steady? Are you waiting, or is it just nonstop? I'm curious.
Started a poll on everybody that wants to see them do a live.
And I want to know how the chickens are doing too.
I wish I could click yes. I can't click yes.
I can.
Good, give me a yes in there. We're at 100% yes. They want to see your live.
There you go, Captain and Brooke. The verdict is in. You are found guilty of a live.
Picture of the 2012. It's not like we're just putting a little bit of pressure on you guys. That's all. Just a little bit of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
See how you did that paper chase?
I don't put Tennessee in the corner.
He said, laugh out loud. Don't put Tennessee in the corner.
Oh, don't put Tennessee in the corner. Flatbed Trucker says, it's a walkie-talkie app. It's free to download. I would post my link, but I can't.
See, I used to have that app a long time ago.
Does it work good?
It was all right. That's how me and Christina talked for a while.
Really?
And then I got a better cell phone service, and it was better.
Okay. It makes sense now. Okay.
Scotty B says, stupid speech to text that's supposed to say with the 390 gear ratio. Oh, yeah. Hey, I just want to let you know that Scotty B said all this, and I was all like, it's too much to read. The 2022 Peterbilt 389 605 horsepower Cummins 2050 torque ratio, 18-speed transmission, 46,000 pound rear axle with a 390 gear ratio that he really meant was a where'd it go?
Yeah, I'm scanning too, and I don't see it. There it is, 390.
Oh, it's a 390 gear ratio. Well,
okay.
I just want to make a statement here. Like, I really just want to make a statement here that the Peterbilt guys have to know all those numbers because they go to the shop all the time.
Hey, no. No.
I'm just saying, hey, what do I got under the hood of my Freightliner? I don't know. It's a Freightliner engine. Take it into the shop.
We know because we take pride, okay? We love our trucks. We take pride in knowing.
Is that true, Tennessee?
That's all I hear. That's all I hear. What do you drive? I drive a 60,406.
All right. To put it into layman's standpoint, it's like a demeasuring contest for us with the Peterbilts. Okay, that's how I can say it.
No, it's like you gotta go to the shop, and like you're always in the shop. You have to know all those numbers. Like, you know how long it would take me to memorize all those numbers of my truck if it had to go to the shop that much? I bet whenever a Peterbilt guy takes his truck into the shop, then like he's probably already knows the code. Like they hook that computer up, and the guy that owns a Peterbilt, they're gonna be like, it's a code 16-5 ABC-67, and they're all like, oh, that's my fuel cap. I just need a fuel cap. That's it. All right, Pegleg versus show us how to hit that like button because Tennessee flatbedders over there are hinting at it real quick.
Hey everybody, hit that like button, borrow my leg to smash that ding dong bell. Oh, and if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe too.
You're right. Got to make that happen. Yeah, you have to make that happen. We're at 100% on the yeses with 8 votes. 100% yes. Oh, you're using your hand to hit the like button.
Yep.
The PACCAR motor is lighter. It's a graphite block, from my understanding.
Yeah, and it blows on you too. That PACCAR motor sucks. If you rev that thing over anything over 1,600 RPMs, man, you're going to blow that in no time flat. The pistons included. Well, the pistons mainly on the upper block.
Yeah, my
Oh,
brother-in-law just sold his Peterbilt to get a better truck because
When you
of
have
the
a
PACCAR motor.
Yeah, when you have a PACCAR motor versus the Cummins or the Detroits, you have to ride her a certain way. She can't go over 1,500 RPMs, and she likes to upshift around 1,400 RPMs and downshift around 1,900 RPMs. You have to make sure you do that. If not, sooner or later you're just gonna have to replace the motor. You have to drive that truck a specific way with a PACCAR motor. I couldn't stand it.
Paper Chase says, check out Simple Plan's last video. It was a good update. Legend says, how do truckers handle driving through fires?
Just like we do fog.
You just Grand Theft Auto them, man. You hit that mountain and you jump that thing. Tennessee, how you drive through fires? You're the wilds guy. You're the
Just like you
wilderness
do
guy.
fog. You don't drive into fire. You're into smoke. You slow down. You pull over. If you can't see more than over about in front of your truck, you just pull over and wait for it. You get visibility.
And Legend, this is coming from the guy who vapes and puts the smoke in his truck. He's always driving.
As a guy that's been in a fireball, like I just run right out of that stuff.
I haven't, like I said, I would assume it's like driving through fog. I haven't been in that situation yet.
Well, we could ask River Rich, but he jumped out of here already. He drove through the fog out in New York today, or through the fire today.
So, right here, you heard it first. Heard it first on right here, right now, and that's Captain Dave's word right there. Is that the 10 people that voted yes on that poll? The 10 people that voted yes on that poll inspired him to do a live next week. Doesn't say what day. It does not say what day, but it has inspired him to go ahead and jump in there and get that live rolling. So
inspired or peer pressure?
I'm not hearing your racism. It's the same thing. Oh, people are laughing at the Peterbilt joke. The Peterbilt joke.
I don't want to hear your racism. Nope.
Scotty says that is not true. My truck never in the garage, only for service. I know that. I'm also a certified truck mechanic. I believe it because you said it, man. I believe it because you said it. Paper Chase says it's a 96-46 gear ratio. Flatbed drives a Peterbilt 579.
Go ahead, say it. Say it, because I see it in your face. Say it.
What'd you say, Sam?
Be easy. Oh, look, Rig Pig. Bring back memories?
Oh, I know what you're saying. Rig Pig, be easier remembering a pre-trip versus knowing all the truck specs. What did you
Pre-trip.
do to the pig? What did you do to it?
I just about
Pick
made
it back up.
avocado lose his stuff.
Do what? Pick it back up.
Yeah,
What'd
that's
you
for the
do?
Peterbilt joke. We got a pig joke in here now.
That thing looks horrible. What you been doing the whole live over there doodling?
Well, now that they got better quality on my side of the video, you can tell this pig's been through heck.
Sam Avocado, you win that Peterbilt swinging contest, says Peg Leg.
I won that contest ever since I turned left.
Some days I miss my glider kit with the 550 cat. Oh, don't get Peg Leg started on the cat, man. I'm real like he's
That was
all
one of
about the
best
cat.
things they had in the Peterbilts. There's a cat.
23.3.
23
She's heavy.
300 with 200 gallons of diesel and a full tank of
She's
dead.
that's very heavy. Wow. All right. Thank you,
Twisted
John.
and Fire, I don't know about that. Yeah, 100% don't know about that. Get Zeke Dog on your show. I wouldn't mind having Zeke Dog on my show. Like, he's like, I've been watching his stuff. Like, he's new to Prime, and he seems like he's doing all right. So, I would love to make that happen. Maybe I'll have to hit him up, see what he says. Gentle encouragement.
Peer pressure.
Oh, it's gonna happen. That's what it was like.
Now, it kind of happened like so. We told Captain Dave we could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. The choice is yours. And he chose the hard way, so we put him out there, got a little peer pressure, but we still love you. We love you and Miss Brooke. We love you, and we just want to see a little bit more. That's all.
Oh, it went too fast. We're just making a highly, highly recommended in your favor suggestion that we want to hear live from you. That's it. We're not, no pressure. No pressure. If you don't do it, you might have to tell people you fell off a bicycle that you don't even have. Just saying.
Peg leg, no shot.
Poor Peg Leg. Poor Peg Leg. That's your cue to tell Dave something. Simple Plan Trucking some encouragement about doing a live. You still don't know what's going on.
Oh, I do. I'm just trying to find something that somebody said. Because some reason somehow it came out of my green screen pics.
Scotty says the whole lot of oversized loads and heavy hauls, so I need to know what my truck is capable of.
What? Okay, he does heavy haul. I got to talk to you. I was thinking about breaking into that game. That or being a parking lot.
Backwood says he got a 2023 389 and there ain't been in the shop yet.
See?
Dude, I don't blame you. You knew you had a Peterbilt, so you kind of had to go ahead and figure out those numbers. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I got mine used, okay? She was used. I got her at 389,000 miles.
My day cab weighs 22,000 pounds.
Good night, Scotty.
Good night, Scotty. It's been fun. He's like, I ain't ever coming back to this Peterbilt hate. Now I'm gonna be known all over YouTube as the Peterbilt hater. I don't have a problem with Peterbilts. I just want a truck that's gonna run down the road. Like I don't care if it's a Peterbilt International. I'll take an International. I don't care as long as it doesn't break down. Like that's what I'll like.
You know what?
I've been in nothing but Freightliners pretty much that been assigned to me that I've done loads in. So like that's what I'm used to.
Look, you see what you see this guys? He says he's not picky. He'll take a Freightliner, he'll take a International. He said he'll take a Peterbilt. But not once did I ever hear a Volvo or a KW.
Dude,
Wouldn't mind
Dude, I
driving.
ain't even gonna lie. I've always liked how those KWs look. Like I would definitely take one of those.
Oh, I
They're
would too,
super
man.
nice.
I agree with you. I love the way those KW they look. I know the turn radius sucks, but they say that about the Pete. So I just want to get in one. I haven't been in the KW. I want to, and I just want to test it out for myself. You
I
never
want
know.
one too.
Shot.
Pegleg wants to let you know, no, man, a whole handle of Crown Royal is gone. Thanks, Tennessee.
But you feel good right now, brother.
He's feeling really good.
Yeah, that last squirrel you did probably counted for like 3 or 4 shots for him, poor guy.
Yeah.
My 2023 Freightliner is with 12 miles, was in the shop on day 3 and day 15.
I'm sorry. What day? Day what? 3.
We're not hearing that today. He said his Freightliner's never been in the shop. And when you get a truck, you got to kind of work out the kinks and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like all trucks are going to kind of give you problems here and there. So like, especially when they're new, it
Yeah.
takes time to work out some of those kinks.
They just gave me a brand new 2024 Volvo, and I just put 16,000 miles on it, and I'm still working the kinks out on that one. But she runs like a champ so far. I'm hoping she stays that way. I've been treating her good.
How's the turning radius on that Volvo?
Honestly, the tightest I've ever had.
Hmm?
Oh, you wake up for that.
I just got it. Never mind. No, but all jokes aside, no, the turning radius is tight. You would definitely have to rework how you turn in a Volvo. Instead of cranking the wheel all the way to the left for your hard turn, I will only suggest maybe just one wheel turn, if that. It's real tight, and they'll get there real quick.
Yeah, I did hear the Volvo's got the better turning radius of
Oh yeah, absolutely.
trucks out there.
Man, I could put that thing in a 45, and I could gun her in reverse and know I'm going to get in that hole.
Does it have like the creep mode and stuff like that?
On my 2024, creep mode is built in. All I got to do is bring it up to 4, and she'll automatically stay there without me having to stay on the pedal. Creep mode is built in. I don't have to press any buttons or nothing. It's built in.
That's pretty
I
cool.
love it. Hell yeah, especially when I'm trying to get up in the morning and get some gas. Fuel, sorry. I was like, yeah, love it.
Putting that gas in there, huh? Simple Plan Trucking says it's good to try and get loads close to the terminal for the first couple of weeks after getting a new truck. Maybe. Like the thing is, if you're in a Freightliner, there's a lot of Freightliner dealerships now. Like, there's still a lot of Peterbilt dealerships. Volvo, I think there's not as many.
Mhm.
Have have you had to be told anywhere because of warranty problems or anything?
Mm-mm. I haven't been told. It's just being out on the road. I see more Freightliners than Pete's nowadays, and I've only seen probably 7 or 8 Volvo / Mac shops.
Yeah.
Versus the 30, 40. Even honestly, I see more international shops or international dealerships than I see Volvos.
So that was my biggest concern with the Volvos, is that the shops are so far out. Like if I was buying a Volvo and I had to be told, like
Mhm.
how far am I going to have to get told it to a Volvo shop? That's
Yeah.
been like my only thing that I've looked at the Volvos being not a good investment, is because if you had to go to the shop, you had to get told to the shop or something like that. It might be a long distance.
You're right. I never thought about it that way because I never in a Volvo. I'm not thinking about breaking down, and I've had electrical issues. We all know Volvos at a certain age they had electrical issues in my older trucks, but Love's was able to take care of that problem for me at least. So I don't know if everything would be a Volvo issue, but I completely agree with you. How far would I have? And let's say if I was a lease op, that's coming out of my pocket.
Yeah, that's the problem with it. And Simple Plan Trucking says, and I didn't want to say that because usually I see a lot of Peterbilt shops, a lot of places, but Simple Plan Trucking says not as many Pete dealerships as Freightliner. And also like with the what I've noticed with a lot of the stuff that goes wrong with the Freightliner is you can get it fixed at the TA. You can get it fixed at the terminal. You can get it fixed different places. But with that Peterbilt, a lot of times it's like to the dealer, to the dealer. Like there's a big risk of voiding the warranty. So you want to take it into that dealer and get the dealer to work on it because it's certified mechanics and stuff like that. And with a Freightliner, you kind of can get a lot of your stuff done at the TAs or the Prime Shop or stuff like that. Tennessee, how's the Prime Shop?
Right now, they've got plenty of openings.
So Paper Chase says agreed if the terminal wasn't so busy always.
Well, right now we've actually the prime terminal in Missouri, Springfield, has got a lot more openings. Not a whole lot of people need their trucks worked on, so they're looking to actually get some trucks in.
And John Gonzalez says it weighs 23,746 plus 200 gallons of diesel equals about 1,600 pounds. Truck and a 53-foot dry van, empty, 35,800.
Yeah, see, John, my Volvo by itself, without the fuel, only weighs 17,760.
You know what I've noticed? That whenever y'all put the big words in there, I can't really read those big words and I struggle on reading the sentences and stuff. But when y'all put a bunch of numbers in there, I can spit that stuff out.
He's a human calculator.
See, I know my my Freightliner with an empty 53-foot flatbed weighs 31,000 pounds total.
Okay. With the mine's with the trailer, the 53-footer, I'm roughly around that, about 31.
Paper Cherry says, "Gotcha. I'm sure the Pete shops on Florida are busy. Haven't been there in a while. Uneducated comment. My bad."
Oh, you good, man. It wasn't uneducated. It was, wasn't typed right. That's all.
Yeah, dude, just having a comment in here gives us something to talk about. So sometimes, like, I don't care what the comment is. I try to read it. Like, sometimes some people put some stuff in here, and I'm like, I ain't gonna read that. Like, unfortunately. So, like, sometimes I do have to censor my own comments, especially whenever they come from, like, people I know that should know better than that. But, you know, sometimes I miss comments and I read some bad stuff I don't want to say, but like if you have a comment or a question or a concern, go ahead and put it in there. That's why we do the Thursday night lives.
And we might squirrel, but we'll get to them.
And Sam will make up whatever you want to hear.
Okay, so I'm guilty of that sometimes. I'm guilty. That's why. Yeah, fine. You got to Captain Dave me. I get it.
Yeah, we all are. Like, for the most part, we can answer the question the best we can. Like, sometimes some of the recruiter questions are a little bit harder to answer. Like, we will refer you to a recruiter. Definitely call a recruiter. If we can answer it and help you guys out, we will. And the Discord is a real good place to also get that extra help, that extra insight, because those guys on Discord, they're a bunch of really good friends of mine, and they are all about helping people. And they kind of got this nickname going on, the NWO. Like, I'm going to wrestle. The NBA never broke again.
I wasn't there for that one. NBA. Okay.
Oh, my bad. That's a Prime Driver one.
Never broke again.
You never heard that?
Not to this very moment.
Think about it. Since you've been trucking, have you ever been broke again?
Depends on the week.
It depends on the week.
Yeah, it depends if the wife needs something.
Anthony says, for flatbed at Prime as a company driver, do they still buy all the tarps and straps for you?
No, we pay for our own straps and tarps. They come out the first year you come in. They will come out of your paycheck slowly for a full year. Then they're yours and yours alone after that year.
Mm-hmm.
It was good to see you and talk to you guys again. I'm out. Stay safe, brothers.
Well, be safe.
Stay safe.
Take care, man. Like, it's good to hear from you again, man. Keep coming in here and saying what's up. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Simple Plan Trucking. He was here last week, but before that, it's been a while. And then I just realized who that was. Like, just now, I was like, oh, I know exactly who that is.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Is it the federal one or the New York? He had two of them open at the same time.
I don't know, man. That was like, bro, I was at the dinner table tonight, and like the kids were even talking about all that stuff, and I was like, what the heck? Like, I don't want to hear all that stuff at dinner table. But yeah.
Oh, side note, I forgot to say this.
Criminal charges.
River Rich, air fryer, some of your recipes. Love it. I've been eating good on that truck.
Have you been watching his videos and trying those out?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I haven't missed a meal. Man, them things are good.
Air fryer?
Yep.
Is it good for the inverter?
Oh, yeah. A lot better than a microwave.
Really?
Less fun. Yeah,
I know
less fun.
The Instapot used to throw the inverter all the time. It used to pop it to fuse or whatever. It would click off, and you would have to go over there, click, turn it back on.
Nah, man, I got that one, and I got the TV, and I haven't hit the switch yet. And I got a 1500-watt inverter.
Paper Chase is out there driving a water truck in Arizona.
You know what? Before you leave, I've never been so pissed off in Arizona before than I was driving out there. How? We all know first off, we all know Arizona's a dry state, right? No water, from what I understand. And the only thing I saw people towing out there was boats and jet skis. Where is the water? Where are you going? I want to know. It infuriated me for no reason at all, but knowing you bought all this water gear in a state with no water. There's no ATVs, being towed, no dune buggies. No. You see, now, I'm done. It's
It's for the sand, bro. You didn't figure it out? They just ride around in those sand dunes and stuff. That's what it's for.
I don't know why. It triggered me. I was triggered.
Rig Pig. We got a flat better question. Rig Pig, how long will a tarp last on average?
So my first tarp lasts me 3 years, taking decent care of it. And I'm on my third tarp because one load did tear them up, and I ended up getting a used set.
Metal load? Were you holding metal? Was it like the aluminum with the sharp corners?
Yeah, it was a Cooper B line cable trays.
And you had the moving blankets underneath, and it just shredded it, didn't it?
Yeah, the moving blankets actually moved out of the way, like they in the name, moving blankets. They moved on me, and then the tarp got shredded to pieces, so I had to get another tarp. So I'm on my third set out of 6 years.
That's not too bad.
No,
Paper
that's not
Chase
bad.
says, LOL, I'm having a hard time quitting you. Hey, you gotta stop telling them stories about Arizona. He's trying to go to bed, man.
Hey, it's a good vibe if they don't want to leave.
Backwood says, air fryer I highly recommend. One of the best you'll ever buy. Serious. Ninja air fryer.
Yep, that's the one. Decent amount of space in there. And if you're lucky, you could get the actual air fryer and the rotisserie combination, or the Ninja air fry microwave combo. That's really good. That one you would have to plug in by itself, or it will trip the switch. That one I knew.
What's going on, Hans?
What's happening, Hans? Hans, I was thinking about calling you today, but Hans, are you good at is there a certain time a little bit better to call you? Because I was going to call you today, but I was like, man, I don't know what time he sleep. Is it better if I text you and then call you? Or like if I text you, hey, are you awake? Or like, do you have your phone on silent whenever you're sleeping? I just didn't want to disturb your sleep if you were sleeping, but I was going to call you and talk to you today.
He's a super trucker.
Right? He never sleeps. Double, triple, quadruple logbook, backwards, up the hills and down the hills. They have a few lakes up north. The letter P from Peg Leg. They're in jeopardy of drying up. What's going on, Dakota? How's it going? Dakota says, air fryer, yes. Haven't cooked with anything else in my truck this week.
There you go. Air fryer for the win, ladies and gents.
I mean, I like our air fryer we have right here at the house.
And take it with you. Well, actually, yeah, you're in the pad. Never mind.
So the Instapot is not like is the Instapot pot still fine to have on the trucks, or is everybody like air fryers where it's at now?
Depends on the food you're wanting to cook. Instapots for your soups, if you want to do a whole chicken, but your air fryer is going to be for your fried burrito and shrimp and fries and pizza, and that list goes long for the air fryer. The air fryer outbeats the microwave.
A steak, pork chops, rice,
Yep.
beans, soup, grilled cheese sandwiches, Philly cheesesteaks.
You put a soup in the air fryer?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Get one of those small little casserole bowls that are oven safe. Drop it in there.
Really?
Hmm.
Wow. Did not know that. Anthony says, on average, how many loads do you have?
Sorry.
Depends on the season. Depends on the season. How many times you push that button?
Enough.
So this next load I'm picking up actually has to be tarped because it's OSB plywood. But it depends on the season and where it's going. It depends on also the shipper or the person that bought the product, if they want it road grime or they just want it tarped to not have anything on that load itself. But if it's gypsum, drywall, plywood, some 2x4s, 2x6, 2x8s that's not pressure treated, they need to be tarped.
Dude, I had a tarp pressure
He
treated.
said you have to tarp, not your students.
Right. My students only help when they want to. They're not forced to help.
They don't have to help.
Nope.
No, I'll testify to that. We just looked there and like, shh, do I really want to get into this?
Dakota says, air fryer, yes. Haven't cooked with anything else in my truck this week.
Yeah.
Simple Plan Trucking says, we use our Instapot a lot. Yeah, and I had the Instapot too, but I'm hearing the air fryer.
Air
A lot
fryer,
of
man.
people are saying the air fryer is what's up.
You could do anything in the air fryer. Spaghetti, macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, and the Instapot does pull a lot of watts. So Dakota says I was gonna do the Insta, but they pull a little more watts. I heard, and yeah, I was gonna do the Instapot too. Or I mean, I did the Instapot, so I know that it will shut the inverter off. And you, even if you try to run your truck and run it, it's like the inverter still can't keep up with the amount of power it's draining.
Honestly,
So-
little cheat code. Go into Love's where the watts, what the watt section is. Thank you. You go where the inverters are at, and they got this little cheat sheet and what item takes how much watts. I took a picture of that, and that's what I use for general purposes when I start looking for things for what I want to buy in the truck.
Well, maybe Sam
Well-
put that up in the Discord.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, we need a picture of that in the Discord.
All right, I'll post it tonight.
Dakota says anything in the air fryer, cooked eggs in it earlier. You can even cook eggs in it.
You see, Twisted's all amazed. You can cook eggs?
Bro, dude, I got one, right? Look, I got one. And like it has this tray, right? This tray that comes out, but the inside of it's like this. It's a freaking basket.
Oh,
How
So-
you cooking eggs in that and soup?
you got to
You
upgrade.
can see mine. I got the new air fryer that's got double tray.
Yeah.
And it's got a door that pulls down on it.
Also,
I feel old. Like I'm gonna have to. I'm thinking that it has like that little tray that comes out the front. Mine's so old, it has a little thing that comes out, and you click the button, and you take this tray out of it. Like
you got one
Yeah.
of those first gens. Mhm.
sounds like it. Like my wife loves our air fryer too, and y'all are making me sound like I got the cheap one or the
No,
like.
it's not the cheap one. We're
We
on
started
iPhone
with that
14s. You're still on the second gen. You know, that's all it
We
is.
started out with the cheap the one you have, and then Christmas we got the new one.
Backwoods PNW says microwaves are bad for your health. Yeah, I always lean my head against mine whenever I turn it on.
Oh, it just hit. Okay, it
Uh,
registered.
Simple Plan Trucking says air fryers won't work with the current inverter. Won't work with the current inverter. Won't be a problem in the new truck.
And he's got the older truck that had the 1500-watt
Yeah, but that's what I need.
inverter.
But
His
Sam
newer
has
truck
that
doesn't have a
one
bigger
too.
one.
Yeah, I use a 1500 watt inverter, and I can run it.
Well, maybe his fridge is kicking in at the same time, or he has something else running at the same time as inverter's running.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't take that into consideration either. Because I don't have much on the inverter. The fridge is, I got the fridge that's built into the truck, so that's always going to run. I got my TV and just the air fryer. That's all I'm really running.
So pretty much just your air fryer, because that TV don't pull much wattage.
Nope, I think it was like 75 watts it pulls when it's on.
Yeah,
And the
ain't
air
much.
fryer, and the air fryer I think is 111 or 110, some ish like that. I'm not pulling much.
Dakota has a flat bottom. Has a flat bottom. What you laughing at, Sam?
I'm
Has
having
a
a
flat bottom on it. Spray some oil and mix up scrambled eggs. Pour it in. Bro, you gotta stop giggling over there. You read it, man.
I'm having a Tennessee moment when he was talking about the turning radius, and then you're like Dakota
Jesus.
has a flat bottom. Giggity. But anyways, I'll read it. Dakota says it has a flat bottom on it. Spray some oil, mix the scrambled eggs up, pour it in 10 minutes, and take it out sometimes and stir it. And done 10 minutes. Not much to it. Yes, but what I do is I line the bottom with aluminum foil, spray the aluminum foil. So once I'm done with the eggs, I could toss that and I don't have to wash the air fryer out, like scrub it. I could just wipe it down and I'm good to go.
Yeah, less cleaning.
Yep.
Man, that's handy.
Mm-hmm. As long as you line that air fryer up with aluminum foil, or you could actually get the tins, like these small little meatloaf tins, or even the small little cake ones. You could put it in there, and that's how you do your pasta, your sauces, things like that. You don't have to clean that air fryer out.
Thanks for stopping by, Dakota. Dakota's jumping off. Have a good night, guys. Heading out to Spencer, Iowa, delivering inedible eggs.
I don't want to know. Inedible eggs. Don't want to know.
Rig Pig says that's the same air fryer I have, Twisted. Shoot, didn't even know there was another kind. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm all like, what? I'm stuck. Dude, I'm telling you what, man. Like, some of my students, like, I'm all like, hey, what you listen to? And they start naming some people, and I'm all like, I don't know who none of those guys are. Like, I'm stuck in the 90s. Like, I had the guy the other day, he was all like, yeah, I listen. My favorite person I listen to is Juicy J. And I said, 3-6 Mafia? And he said, what is 3-6 Mafia? And I don't listen to that. I listen to Juicy J. And I'm all like, oh my God. I said, Project Pat, 3-6 Mafia? And those rims keep, man. Spinners, riding spinners, nothing.
DMX.
Actually, I got something here. Now it's Twisted's turn. For the next short, we want to see you go into a Walmart and look at the selection of air fryers that are there.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to do that. Dude, my luck, I'm not gonna be able to find them because I'm gonna be looking for the ones with the handles.
Ask for assistance.
If we were back in the day of the lives when I was mobile, I could take you into the kitchen and show you what my air fryer looks like.
True. Remember that time you were chasing down the ice cream truck on the live? The camera? like a little kid. And he was just running from you. He like took a turn so he could go to your house.
Hey, I got some ice cream that night though.
Yeah, I mean, do you blame the ice cream man? You see a grown man running towards you. Nothing good comes from that.
With
With a
camera.
cell phone in his hand.
Right?
He's recording my truck. I gotta go. I'm not being on TikTok. Simple Plan Trucking says, not sure why we don't have a giant fridge.
That's true. Why we do have a giant fridge. Okay, I can answer that question very easily. You're married. What she says goes. She wants a big fridge, she gets a big fridge. Right or wrong, gentlemen? Right or wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I have a big fridge, and my wife's not on the truck with me.
I will tell you what, whatever Miss Brooke wants, she gets, period. Like I'm on her, I'm like in her corner in the boxing match. Like when her and Dave are going at it, pap, 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 pap. I'm all like, get him, Miss Brooke. That's for him giving me COVID. But that's another story. Actually, in that Peterbilt, like, does anyone know if the Peterbilt you can put the dorm-sized fridges in there, or are they still in the smaller fridge world?
They still got them cubes. They still got the cubes.
Can you take those cabinets out and put a bigger fridge in there? I wonder.
That I don't know. You should be able to. I did it in my other Volvo. Took the cabinets out. It's only two screws, believe it or not, and you could just pull it right out. Mm-hmm.
That's why you never get married. 100, straight 100. Backwood's like, I got a big refrigerator in my truck, period.
Tennessee got a refrigerator in his because all his students.
Mine's the 49 cubic inch.
All the Mountain Dews.
He hasn't been drinking much Mountain Dew.
Really?
Nah, ever since he went to the woods, he's just drinks energy drinks now.
Oh, smack. So the woods was rehab.
Yep.
My name is Tennessee, and I've been clean for 2 weeks. No Mountain Dews. Thank you. Can I get my badge now?
Well, it's even worse now. Now he's pumping down those energy drinks like water out there, man.
Hey, I drink water too.
What? The water that's in the can?
No, the water that's in the bottle.
You see, Tennessee, I'll get, look, he drinks all those energy drinks because when he goes outside, he's helping watering the plants. That's all he's doing. He's helping nature out.
I think the Mountain Dew wasn't enough caffeine to make it through those trips through the woods, so he's having to like store it up so he can survive the woods.
I don't think you would. I remember when I was at Prime, and it was one day, I don't know what he had. I think Tennessee, I think you sent Red to go get you something. And you came back, she came back, she gave it to you, you drank it, and I remember the rest of the day you were just wired. You were just jumping up and down and just screaming at the top of your lungs in the middle of the pad. And I'm sitting here looking, it's my first week with you. I'm like, okay, not sure what's going on here, but I'm going to take 2 steps to the left.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was.
Yeah. She got you a drink and like some type of biscuit or something from McDonald's. You were wired.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was at all.
Oh man, I remember that one. Just like never mind.
It was probably because he had to deal with Sam the avocado out there on the pad.
He did. I don't know if I still hold the title, but I'm the only student that was able to turn it straight back. And like I don't know how I managed to get the truck completely horizontal by just going straight back to this day. I don't know how I did that.
That's okay. I've had a guy that I put in the bobtail on pad 9 had him pull all the way up there to the middle, and it was in a bobtail, and we ended up all the way to the curb on the other side of pad 12 with cones just ran over all over the place. And I just followed the truck. I just walked with him to see if he would ever realize that we weren't even on the same pad anymore. He never realized.
How? You could definitely tell the difference. We'll leave that one alone.
It was a Red Line energy drink.
I don't know what it was. It was probably one that he had something out of them old Coke bottles that they used to make back in the day because he was wired. And then I never seen Tennessee like that again.
I don't see him wired too much.
No, it was the first and last time I've ever seen that. He scared me.
So if it was the Red Line energy drinks, I need to stop by his house every Thursday and be like, here you go, drink this before the live, and we will have a great live, right?
No, see, today we want him to squirrel for Peg Leg's sake.
Yeah, but like, like I'm always been waiting for the rant from Tennessee. Like he's never. I don't think. Have you been on one rant since you've been doing the live? I know I got on some rants before, but have you been on a rant?
Been pretty close to one, but then I stopped myself and realized you like to be monetized, so.
I know exactly where that was going.
No, true.
That's how
Did
I
he
feel.
graduate? No, the guy that. So I'll tell you a story.
Say it isn't so.
So I had a guy that I gave him everything I had, right? And like he just was not getting straight line back. Like I was out there for a long time, 14 hours a day doing straight line back every single day of the week. Like we went over the road, we did our time over the road. I couldn't get him back into any docks. It's like whenever he put it in reverse, the R did not mean reverse in the truck. It meant like he was going, I don't know what to say. He was not there when we put it in reverse. And I had friends try to help this guy. I did everything I could. And finally, my fleet manager was all like, hey, what's going on with this guy? Why haven't you tested him out? Usually you come in like 2 days, you test him out, and you're gone again with the next one. And anyways, they had him evaled. And like the bobtail, I even tried the bobtail. The problem was that even whenever he parked his car at Walmart or whatever, he never parked where he had to back up. He would park as far as he could from the store so he could do a pull out, like a pull through. I mean, that way whenever he got in his car, he could just pull straight. And so whenever it came to backing, he just had like this mental block against it that it was super hard or he was scared of it. And ends up that the guy was eval'd, and during his eval, he was about my third student or something like that, my fourth student, something like that. Whenever I first started, he got eval'd, and unfortunately, he didn't pass that eval. Like the examiner, not the examiner, he's an examiner now, but the guy that was doing the eval was all like trying to help him out. He was in house, he was trying to help him out, trying to help him out, and the guy just could not get it, no matter what. And then he told me, he was all like, "Hey, man, he goes, I hate to tell you this, but I'm not the one that makes this call, but I'm telling you, after I go give them the report I'm going to give them on this guy, they're probably going to send him home." And I was like, nah, man, don't tell me that. Because, like, I told myself whenever I started training that there would be nobody I could not get them their CDL. There should be nobody I'm not able to teach how to get a CDL. And, Went and put that trailer up. We unhooked that trailer. I went and parked in front of the building, and I was all like, "Hey, we got to go in here and talk to them." And he was like, he had this blank stare on his face, and I said, "Hey, are you all right?" And he was all like, his eyes got big. He goes, "No." Boom, he passed out. Bam, hit his head on the Qualcomm. Boom, landed in the floor. He was unresponsive. I couldn't get him to wake up. Like, I ran inside. I was like, "Hey man, y'all need to get an ambulance out there. This dude blacked out on me." So an ambulance came, got him off my truck, took off with him, and right there I was like, "I'm quitting. I'm not gonna train no more. I'm never gonna train again. I'm done." And they even told me, "Hey, we're gonna send him home because he had a medical problem. He blacked out. We can't have somebody driving a truck like that. Yada yada yada." That's why we're sending him home, not because you couldn't teach him straight line back. So I was like, you know what? I'm done training, and I left. I left solo. And I hit him up, made sure he was okay. I kept hitting him up, and he got out the hospital and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, never hearing from him again. I took off. It was like 2 days. I was on a load for like 2 days. And this guy took the time out of his day to text me on his way home. And he texted me. He would always call me my trainer. He was a foreign guy. And he said, "My trainer, you did everything you could with me. My trainer, you worked hard with me. I know it's not your fault. It's all my fault. I take full responsibility." He said, "You taught me so much how to drive. You taught me so much how to do my pre-trip. You taught me everything I know, but I could not get the backing down." He's all like, "I know it's 100% my fault. And I'm on my way home now on the bus, and keep doing what you're doing. God bless you, and God has put you into this position to help people and make them better, and you have the heart of a trainer." And because this guy was getting sent home and he was on the bus going home, and he texted me, that is the only reason I came back and started training again. So I almost was like, I'm done training, but because he texted me, I came back. And we still talk every once in a while. Like, we pretty much talk about once or twice a year. Like, I hit him up, "Hey, how's things going?" He tried to go to a CDL school. Unfortunately, that didn't work out because he couldn't back. They gave him his money back and told him, "Hey, it's gonna take us way too long to teach you how to back. You're just not getting it. You don't see it. Like, you can't do it. Like, we're going to give you your money back, and you go ahead and do whatever else you need to do. Like, we're not able to teach you." That was kind of the story in that. Sucks, but it is what it is.
Okay. And have you had anybody else similar to that?
What?
No, let's read this peg leg. Let's read this one now that it's up.
Tennessee Squirrel, in the way he doesn't has me messed up. Let me translate that. He's only Tennessee could understand that broken English. Pegleg said, "Tennessee, you squirreled so much you got him messed up," and he so messed up he fell out of his leg and bumped his head, and he wants to see us in the Discord. And he said, "We've been on this live too long, and thank you, Sam, for coming on today." And it was a blast.
Yeah,
I gotta
definitely. Appreciate seeing you again, Sam.
Of course, gentlemen. It was definitely nice seeing all of you again. Definitely loved it. All three of us on here. My jaw hurts from laughing so much. And there's still more to come on the Discord, ladies and gents. Definitely still more to come.
To the after party of the Discord, actually, Pegleg's after party of the Discord, but we're heading off to the Discord. Simple Plan Trucking says you're right where you need to be, Daniel. Like, I appreciate that. We are out of here. Thanks for coming on again, Sam. It's great to see your face again. Tennessee, as always, we had a lot of fun. And we're out of here. Good night, everybody. Knowledge is power. Like, comment, and subscribe to all the channels you see here.
Yes, sir.